All right, guys, happy Sunday. Sunday, I got the big cup of coffee. You should grab one too. All right, man. God, I screwed up, man. I hate when I do that. But luckily, I have you guys that keep me on my toes and keep me right. And I needed to be put right. So what am I talking about? Well, a couple days ago, 3 days ago, whenever it was, I made a video about my simple life in Costa Rica, how I live my life in Costa Rica, my Tico house. I went around my house. I offered some insights and some tips and some personal stuff about me. But in the video, I said that I was going to go over my cost of living, how much my kind of monthly budget, or how much I spend per month. I kind of did. I only told you about my rent, electric, water, and internet. And a lot of you guys wrote, Michael, did I miss something? Do you pay insurance? Do you do this? Do you pay over here? Whoops, forgot all that. So I'm gonna make up for that. Now, that video is pretty decent. So I'm gonna put the link in the description if you missed it. You might wanna check it out and kind of see what you might, if you're thinking about living in Costa Rica, how you could potentially live. Now, I'm not saying you want to live a simple life, but it's worth watching to give you kind of a base on what is possible, right? But it was just so weird. I was so intent on showing you my house and, my little simple life and my white t-shirts. And the fact I eat sardines, I forgot all about the rest of my cost of living. We're going to get to that in a minute. Hey, man, just one thing, well, maybe two. Guys, I don't know if you know, we have a real estate channel, Travel Costa Rica Now Real Estate. We put up the bombest house yesterday. I'm not trying to sell it to you, but I'm going to put the link in the description that goes directly to it. Check it out. I didn't even know these kind of houses existed in La Fortuna. Now it's almost $500,000. I think it could compete against the houses by the beach. This guy, talk about attention to detail, and it comes with everything. You just look at it. Because I was just surprised it existed here. But check it out. And please subscribe to that channel and this one. YouTube's getting hard, man. They are messing with our videos. We are not getting the numbers at all. That's fine. I don't make videos for the numbers. If only 5 people were watching, I would still make the videos. But it's just kind of a bummer when you see your numbers going. But anyway. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make my cost of living as simple as possible, real quick. Everything comes down to wants and needs. Wants versus needs. I almost have 0 wants. I've had things in my prior life. I've lived that kind of life of more, whatever that means. I just have no wants. Almost everything I buy is needs, almost everything. I don't live a life of distraction. I don't distract myself by all the things I have. I have to kind of live with myself, and that's hard. I can see why people distract themselves from kind of concentrating on themselves. It gets a little hard sometimes. So I have no distraction. I want to make it clear though, I don't necessarily live on a tight budget. I just don't spend much, and it works out. So I'm not counting every penny, and I'm not like super close to living under a bridge or anything. Well, maybe, I don't know. But so I don't really necessarily go, oh my God, I can only get bread today or whatever. I don't live like that, just so we're clear. And if I had money, if I get like, not rich, but accumulate more money, I really wouldn't change. I really wouldn't do anything different. So I would still pretty much live like this. Now, before I get started on this, the reason I can live simple is a few things. I don't have a car, and I mentioned that in the other video. I do not have a car, but I have access to a car. And a lot of times when we're traveling around, going to San Jose, or we're shooting videos over here, we all go together, we all pitch in for gas, and again, D'Angelo has a car. But if I had a car, it would literally sit out front and it would, probably rust or something. I just have no use for it. I just ride my bicycle everywhere around. That's what I use. If I had to go to San Jose by myself, I would just do the shared shuttle service Interbus, $55 or whatever. So again, no car. I have no responsibility for this. I rent, so I don't have to, when the plumbing gets messed up, I don't gotta fix it. So anything that goes wrong, I'm not fixing it. You guys know how that all works with rental property. So I don't have to maintain a home, which we all know is extremely costly. And I'm not fixing up my surroundings. Now, I do have these painted walls, but I only painted these walls, my friend paint these walls for you guys, so you didn't have to look at ugly ass walls if I had to make videos inside my house. So my other walls in my other rooms, my bathroom, totally the paint they came with, that looks kind of dirty, doesn't look good. Again, check out that other video a couple days ago, link in the description. And I don't impulse buy, you know. Now, my buddy, my friend, my socio D'Angelo, he's the exact opposite. We have an American Outlet here. He can't go by that place without stopping, and he can always find something he needs. So he kind of lives a different thing. He does accumulate a lot of things. I don't. I do not impulse buy. I usually buy, I just buy my needs. All right, so let's go. So, as I mentioned, now what changes these numbers is the dollar versus the cologne. So my rent is $223, but it can go up to about $230, depending on, again, the dollar versus the cologne, which is the money down here. So $223 every month. My electric, $23. I run fans, all right? I run fans 24/7. One here in the living room and one in my bedroom, all night and day when I'm in the house. Now, as much as I'm sweating like a bitch right now, I should probably break down and get like a room air conditioner or something, but I just have fans I run all the time, and that's about, and I do have a washer and dryer that I use on Saturdays. But that's why my electric's not too much. I think 23 is pretty cheap. My water was a little expensive last month because I had a little water issue. Normally this would be about $6. So $223 for rent, 23 for electric, water 9. My internet is $46. You can do more than that, or you can do less than that, depending on, you know, that whole how much, you know, speed you want and all that. This is $46 is a pretty good speed for me. It seems to work, so that's what I pay every month. So that comes out to $301, and that's where I stopped in the other video. But obviously, there's other bills. So I am a resident here. If you're a resident in Costa Rica, you have to pay into the caja, which is the socialized medicine here. You have to pay, can't get out of it, and it can vary depending. There's a lot of variables, not going to get them. I'll get into that now. There's other videos about that I have. I pay $200 every month. All right, that's my health insurance, $200. Now I've gone to the gym literally my entire life. I pay $40 to the gym. Now, if he said it's $100, I would pay $100 a month. The reason I would pay $100 a month is because I use the gym. I'm there 5-6 days a week. I'm old now. I got to try to keep up. So, but it is $40 a month, right? Now, this is the one that's I'm really not sure, which is food and out to eat. I eat out a lot. And you know, D'Angelo and I, we go out a lot. We go out with friends a lot. We're meeting for lunch. We're meeting for dinner. We meet with clients all the time. So, and my food that I buy is relatively cheap because I'm pretty much a kind of vegetarian. I eat a lot of eggs and vegetables and spinach and broccoli and cauliflower, yogurt, fruits, sardines. I made a joke in the other video. If it doesn't, you know, if I can't put it in a blender, I don't eat it. But again, I do go out a lot. So I didn't know what to put this figure. So I just put it at 600. Now maybe it's a little more, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's a little less. Is 600 a lot? I'm not sure. Now I don't eat, when I go out, it's not like I'm eating extravagant either. It's a lot of, if you know anything about Costa Rica, like casados. You know, a casado means marriage, and it's like rice, beans, either a fish, pork, or chicken, or carne, or, you know, like a steak-like thing, not a steak, salad, you know, a very basic meal, which are very popular here. And those run about $8, $9, whatever. So it's not like I'm having, you know, steak and potatoes and, you know, high-end stuff. So I think it's around 600, I think. Again, not really sure. Miscellaneous, I just put it about 150 because there's always miscellaneous, right? There's always miscellaneous. Now, a lot of this, I'm not trying to, I give money to people sometimes. Well, not a lot, but kind of a lot. Like I'll give it to some of the local guys that are struggling with alcoholism and stuff, and I give them some money. I help people here and there. Not that I got a ton of money to do it, but I don't know. I just do it. So we got the miscellaneous at 150. So that puts it at $1,291, $1,291. And again, remember, dollar versus clone. This number could be a little higher, could be a little lower. I think that's pretty cheap personally. And I said it in the other video, if you guys don't have any other income and only have like, I'm Michael, I only have $1,100 coming in a month, no more. Should I move to Costa Rica? No, you should not. You should not, because something's going to go wrong and you're going to need more money. So unless you're going to make money down here or you have a side hustle or something, don't be coming down here going, well, Michael, I think I could cut this. I don't go to the gym. And again, you don't have to, I should have mentioned, the CAHA, the health insurance. Why are you getting residency? If you haven't lived in Costa Rica for 2 or 3 years, what are you doing residency for? You don't even know if you like this country. Stay here a while. Leave every 90 days. I know people, oh, I don't want to leave every 90 days and do that whole... Well, guess what? Residency costs money. Now you're paying into health insurance. Maybe you have a family. Don't do the CAHA until you decide Costa Rica's right for you. So, so the CAHA, you may not have this bill, and you may not be going to the gym. Maybe you're doing chin-ups out on a tree. So that's 240 knocked off there already. Now you're almost down to 1,000. So you might go, Michael, I can live. I have 1,000. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, the other thing is I do have a business. Travel Costa Rica Now is a legit business. So yes, I have accountants. I have a lawyer. I have to pay like a yearly fee for my corporation and blah, blah, blah. That's hard to break down because remember, all our wants and needs. Maybe you're not going to have a business down here. You know, maybe you're not going to have a business. So it's hard to, put everything in there, every little, line item. So a lot of it's individual. So this is mine. This is pretty accurate, 1,291. It doesn't really fluctuate that much, depending. And that's it. What do you think? So I always appreciate you guys' comments and how you're doing it, especially if you live here. All your stuff that you write, people do read those comments. They are, so you can add to this. You guys got great things to say. So I would appreciate you writing them in the comments. Give me feedback if you need to do that. I love it all. Anyway, guys, enjoy your Sunday. I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Good Lord, I should break down and get an air conditioner. Woo! Things are going to pop up, and if you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere, and especially Costa Rica, I think you should check out our videos. Peace.